A woman hangs in midair, her body trembling, her breath fading. The man standing before her leans in and gives her a final kiss goodbye. Below her, another woman lies on the floor. She picks up a sickle and drags it across the hanging woman's back. Blood pours down like a fountain. And here's the terrifying part. This wasn't a movie scene. It really happened. In Slovakia. His name was Parker, the only man who ever made it out of that place alive. When the agents asked what he'd seen, he told them his friends were all slaughtered inside a mysterious club. And every killer had the same mark, a tattoo of a dog's head. How did you survive? They asked. Parker said, I don't know. Guess I was fast enough. Then the agent slowly raised his arm, revealing the same tattoo. Before Parker could move, the man pulled a knife and tore into his stomach. Parker screamed and woke up. It was just a nightmare. But ever since he came back from Slovakia, he's been living in one: PTSD, hallucinations, sleepless nights. His girlfriend begged him to go to the police, but Parker knew better. Those people had money, power, they owned the cops. And the next morning, his girlfriend saw something she'd never forget for the rest of her life. Parker was dead, murdered by the owner of that same torture club. The man had sent killers to silence him permanently. Weeks later, 3 young women booked a trip to Slovakia. They'd heard the country had the best hot springs in the world. At the hotel, the clerk smiled politely, asked for their passports, and invited them to a party that night. They almost said no, until they saw a few handsome guys at the bar. Then why not? But once they left, the clerk's smile disappeared. He scanned their passports, uploaded their profiles to a secret bidding app, and within minutes, the auction began. Wealthy clients from around the world started bidding, buying human lives like luxury toys. A rich man won 2 of them, Beth and Nia. The shy one, Lorna, was purchased by a woman. The next day, the men who won the bid arrived at the club. Each received a dog head tattoo, their ticket to the slaughterhouse. Meanwhile, Beth and Nia were at the hotel party, drinking, laughing, having no idea what was coming. Lorna, who couldn't hold her liquor, sat alone in the corner, quiet, withdrawn. Then a tall, muscular man walked up and asked her to dance. Lorna hesitated, then smiled. After a few songs, he took her on a boat ride to a remote lake. They drifted into a silent forest. He told her to close her eyes, and that's when it happened. 2 men burst out of the darkness, threw a sack over her head. Lorna screamed, begging for help. The man who danced with her shoved her into the river. They dragged her out, and everything went black. The next morning, Beth and Nia soaked in the hot springs. Beth couldn't shake the feeling something was wrong, but Nia just laughed. I saw her with some guy last night. She's probably still in bed. What they didn't know was that Lorna wasn't sleeping. She was screaming inside the club, where pain had a price, and every scream was worth a fortune.